When you look at the Fresno State defense, the name that keeps popping up is their safety, Phillip Thomas. He's on just about every All-America team out there. When you study them and you look at him, what does he do that makes him such a great player?
Well, it all starts, to me, great safeties. All of them have great instincts. And you see great instincts with him. He does a great job. He knows where he's supposed to be. He knows what he's supposed to do, and yet he can find a way to bait quarterbacks into making mistakes. He's always around the ball. He's got a nose for it and making plays. But for great safeties like him, it all starts with instincts.
He leads the team with 8 interceptions. But is that his biggest strength, going after the ball? Is he the guy who's going to try to take your heads off your receivers? Is he stuff the run? What does he do best?
Well, he's definitely a ball hawk, but to me, he's a great all-around player. He's played all over the place. You see him play middle safety. You see him come down by the ball. You see him playing half safety. So he can do whatever it takes. He can do whatever for him. He's good against the run, and obviously, like I said, he's a ball hawk as well.
Do the coaches game plan to try to avoid specific players when they're standouts who seem to dominate on a week-in, week-out basis, or do they make the defense adjust to what you guys are doing?
Well, we're going in. We're going to go in and execute our offense. Obviously he's a great player, and he's someone that I'm going to have to know where he is on every single play. And as an offense, we're going to have to know where he is on every single play. But we're going to go execute our offense. And if he tells me to go somewhere else with the ball, then I'm going to go somewhere else with the ball. If he's the read, then he's the read.
When you scout an opponent, how much do you break down? How much do you focus on the front seven versus what the guys are doing on the back end? Is there sort of a checklist that you and Coach Morrison go through?
Well, as a quarterback, it all starts with the safeties. We've got to see the safeties. The receivers have to see the safeties. The offensive line has to see the safeties. Safeties dictate what a defense is going to do, and so that's where everything starts. And then you work your way down towards the box. And obviously with Fresno State, they've got a very good defensive line as well. And so we're going to have to be good up front and do a good job of taking care of their front three. They're very good defensively everywhere you look.
That was going to be the next question. With all the attention given to Thomas, impressions of their front seven. Do they blitz a lot? Do they create pressure with just that front three most of the time? What do you expect to see from the front in terms of the pass rush?
They're a defense that obviously has had success all year long, and they can get after you in a number of different ways. They're obviously, like you said, it all starts with Phillip Thomas, and he's a great player, but it doesn't end there. They've got very good linebackers. They're stout, good up front, very good up front. And so, they're a good defense all around.
Their coach, Coach DeReuter, was the defensive coordinator at A&M last year before he went to Fresno State. And he and Coach Mason at SMU have a lot of the same philosophies defensively. Do you get any kind of advantage from having access to a coach who runs the same schemes?
Yeah, when you've got a coach like Coach Mason who has the same ideas or same philosophy as their defense, you definitely get a little bit of going into it, having seen it all year long. But at the same time, it's completely different personnel. Their players are all different, so we're going to see maybe some of the same stuff, but run in a different way with different people.